Hey, this is Jay Adams, and if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. It's free. Listen, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. All you have to do is download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Come on and join the Anchor team.
Yo, everybody, welcome officially to 80s, 90s, and 2000 Vibes, the podcast, episode 1.
Yes, sir.
And I'm here with my boy.
Darion, you heard me?
Yeah, what's good, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm excited about this first episode, bro. I think it's gonna be a good one for the classics, man.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Sir.
Especially when you think about who we discussing today, man. It gotta be legendary when you're talking about a GOAT, right?
Yeah, man. So we thought, y'all, that we would get the first official episode. We're gonna get it off with a bang. How your week been, bro?
Man, so far so good, man. Pretty much just been working since the holidays, trying to get this money back that I didn't spend.
I'm already knowing, man.
How about you, bro?
Man, same, bro. I'm working 7 days a week. The hustle never stop. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year to everybody, because by the time y'all get this episode, it will be the new year.
Yes, sir. So, 2021. We'll see how they go.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. We ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. Everybody thinking 2021 about to just take care of all our problems.
That's hopeful thinking, hopeful wishing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now, y'all gotta be realistic.
Yeah, stay ready.
Realistic. Yeah, they act like as soon as 12 o'clock hit, all problems gone.
Man,
nah, brother. You gotta work on that. Man, ooh. I hope this ain't just level 1.
I'm ready for it. Fuck it.
I ain't gonna say that, dog. I don't know what I'm ready for till it's time.
For real. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So what we gonna be discussing today, bro? Who we gonna be discussing today?
Man, like I said, like Jamar said, we trying to start it off with a banger for the first official episode. So we decided to speak on one of the GOATs. Despite the way some people may feel about this person, for us, he is legendary. I know some people try to use the excuse of people being legends because they died early. I feel personally this man would have been a GOAT, a legend regardless. Because in the short amount of time that this man was on earth, what he accomplished has surpassed what some people couldn't do in a whole entire lifetime. Right. And who we're talking about today is the one and only Tupac.
Yeah,
Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, Tupac Amari Shakur.
Yeah, put full name. Put some respect on that.
Yeah.
Put some respect on it.
Born June 16, 1971 in Harlem, New York.
Which that was crazy for me already, right? Because growing up, when I first heard of Tupac, like I said as a kid, I didn't do too much research. But all you know was West Side till I die, West Side till I die.
Yeah, that's
But then you find out that he's not even from the West Side.
Yeah.
You know how confusing that was for me?
Hey, thanks though, because like I said, a lot of us growing up, we get Death Row Pac,
Exactly.
But man, Pac, bro, he was born in New York, moved to Baltimore when he was like 9, and that's where he met Jada, going for the School of the Arts. He met her in school, in high school. He stayed in Baltimore.
What school was it? Do you know?
I forgot the name of it. School of the Arts.
It wasn't Juilliard, was it?
I'm about to find out for you.
That's the only one I know about, but I'm pretty sure they had more. Which that shocked me too, because I didn't know that. When you first see Tupac and the perception of him is this thug image or whatever, that the media gave off of him. Yeah. You didn't expect him to went to a school like that.
It was Baltimore School for the Arts.
Oh, it's literally School for the Arts, you said?
Yeah, just Baltimore School for the Arts.
Okay.
until he was like 18, 19. Then he was forced to move to Oakland to stay with an auntie because his Pac mom was on drugs real bad, man. So I guess she felt like it was best for him and his sister to move to Oakland. And he legit saw somebody get killed the first day out there, man. Like right in front of him.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
That's a rude awakening, dog. First day you see somebody get killed, especially if you ain't used to seeing that already.
Welcome, nigga.
Like, as soon as you come through the door, what time we on?
Yeah, wait, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was in the Shakespeare. All that, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I heard it was a rumor allegedly that he tried to take a girl on a date to see Forrest Gump. You know?
Oh, for real?
You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I don't know how true that is.
Oh yeah,
to me,
I ain't never heard of like
that shit.
That's funny. That's being comfortable in yourself, bro.
Yeah, he really was.
Like, I don't care about the image that y'all putting on me. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel like doing, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care if you fall in the thug category, whether or not y'all feel like this is manly or this is something that I would do. If this is what I want to do, I'm gonna do it. So that
bro.
And that just shows you the type of person that he was. Like, didn't really let the outside world influence who he was as a man. You know? He stood on what he stood on. At least that's what I believe. I ain't gonna just say it like I knew the nigga.
Yeah, but his brothers, even I think his brother said, man, you ask 26 different people who Tupac is, you'll get 26 different answers. You know what I'm saying? So and I feel like I'm like that personally, bro. It depends on who you ask.
Nigga, you get one answer.
Nigga, that's what you.
That nigga mean. That nigga's mean. Except for the people at church camp. Them niggas thought you was the sweetest thing ever. I'm like, this nigga ain't talking, y'all. Just to let y'all know, we did go to church camp together back in the day.
Yeah, a couple years straight, man. Hey, and don't man, I can't even stunt, man. It's some memories that we gonna cherish forever.
Big facts. Big facts.
That's facts. Well, I think about those times all the time. Actually,
I just think about how we never won the basketball tournaments, but it is what it is.
hey, allegedly.
Nah, ain't no allegedly. We lost every time.
I'm gonna say this. It wasn't my fucking fault. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, no, I don't blame you at all, bro. I don't blame you. Bro,
that's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm not gonna put nobody else. I ain't gonna put nobody under the bus. I don't know who else fault it was. All I know is it wasn't mine.
Oh, you know that wasn't you, huh?
Yeah, and I think us not being deep enough played a huge part in it. You know, because it was literally just 5 of us and 5 of us and 7 on a good year. You know what I'm saying? We had no chemistry. It was just bunch of. But yeah, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Going down memory lane. We're going down memory lane. Yeah. So yeah, man, Tupac, bro. To this day, his name. You bring his name up, it sparks a response. It don't matter if it's negative, positive, or anything, bro. Like the man had music. I think how much music he had to release after he died. He had so many, bro. He had so much music that he released multiple albums even after he.
The man had so much music after he died that people didn't believe he was dead.
Yeah,
people swear this man.
Do you believe he was dead?
Do I believe it? Yeah, I do.
I do too, bro.
After all this time, bro, if he wasn't, it's like, you know how cold you had to be to disappear for this long and no one?
Yeah, and not say nothing?
Ain't nobody got no pictures, no videos of you, nothing. Yeah, I definitely believe he did die. I don't understand how that conspiracy had went on for so long, to be honest.
But see, that's how that just lets you know, bro, that his legacy is so strong.
Yeah, people didn't want him to die. They don't want to accept that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I understand. If it's for that reason, then I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I feel personally that the personality he had, he couldn't stay quiet for this long. Not with all this going on. Not what's going on. No.
What has been?
He died in 96.
Yeah.
96.
So what is 24, 25 years?
24 years, bro. He's not.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have been able to be that quiet that long.
That's a long time to be quiet, dog.
Right. But like I said, if you don't, I understand his legacy is so strong. People don't want him to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, R.I.P. Tupac.
Thanks,
You know what I'm
R.I.P.
saying?
R.I.P.
He's still here. He's still here. You can't erase him.
Nah, and
Like I
that's what I was
said,
gonna say. It's
he like
when you bring up some of these acts, right, from back in the day to some of these young kids or whatever, and I'm young too,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, but let's just even younger generation, they might not know those acts, but when it comes to Tupac, it's like it feels like there's no generational gap between. It's like everybody knows who Tupac is.
facts.
Everybody in some way. You either seen, you either heard his music, you either heard about him in general, you either seen his movies. You know who Tupac is, no matter how old you are. I don't care where you go. You've heard the name Tupac.
That's facts. Are you seeing a video of him talking about something, bro?
Exactly.
And you know, if you can feel his energy through the screen,
exactly.
Like you can. That's facts. Like, bro, even if you don't agree with what he's saying,
Like
you know what I'm saying?
he was very well spoken.
Yeah.
Very militant in a way. You know the way that he spoke and approached things. And when you got him on camera to talk about something, you knew it was gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that it came from a real place, whether it was positive or negative. It was gonna still be some realness in it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to hear it or not.
Yeah. His mother was a Black Panther.
What was his daddy too, or just his mama?
I think his stepdaddy.
Stepdad.
Which he got what he got his name for, his last name for Shakur.
Okay.
I think his mother met his stepdaddy in the Panthers.
Oh, okay.
And he got So Shakur, I don't think Shakur is his stepdaddy's name, but it's the name he took. That's the man who helped raise him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I never really heard too much background on the stepdaddy situation.
And his stepdaddy went to jail for his stepdaddy went to jail for life. I think.
Oh.
For being a part of a bank robbery or something.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Man, Pac come from some hard time. His mama was pregnant with him while she was in jail. You know what I'm saying?
While she was in jail.
Yeah, she almost had. She said she was scared she was gonna have him while she was in jail.
But she ended up getting out right before there.
Yeah, she defended herself, bro, in the court of law. No lawyer, nothing.
And got out that thing.
Yeah, he just come from like the stuff he survived even as a child at a young age, bro. He just come from that cloth, bro. He was built like that. He grew up around that. So he can't help to be revolutionary, be strong
exactly,
in his opinion.
It ain't an act, you know what I'm saying? This is really him. And that's why I guess, that'll make sense. Like you just said, if you ask 26 different people about who Tupac was, you get 26 different answers. Because he was you know what I'm saying, there was layers to him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that easy to figure out.
Yeah. And I do definitely believe it was a good side to him and a bad side to him.
Definitely.
Because I've heard even his homies, I've heard people close to him, his old security guards, that he was stubborn as hell.
Yeah.
He's very stubborn. You know what I'm saying? You could tell him not to do nothing and he'll do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody has their side.
You can find, literal video footage of him at one point reaching a certain height to where he felt untouchable. And when you get to that level to where you feel untouchable, and you exactly, you got that much power, bro. It can be a very dangerous thing to where you can't really help, but sometimes at least be an a-hole. Now, how much of that you let out is up to you as a person. But I've heard, like I said, it's all allegedly because I wasn't there, but I've heard plenty of stories to where he definitely let that out on people. You know what I'm saying? In a negative light. And sometimes positive as well, but sometimes that power can definitely take control, especially when you feel untouchable.
At the end of the day, people forget, bro. Like I said, people forget all the time how young he was, bro.
Exactly.
He died at 25. So when he was going through all these things, he was 19, 20, 21, 22.
Exactly. And that's what people not realizing. And because they see this little footage of him, like I said, speaking. They see how well spoken he is and his thought process. So it's like they forget, the dude still was young. So he still, I don't care how militant he might have been, he still had childish ways. You're young. He didn't have a chance to mature and learn. So my thing is, the way people judge it all, he was that. But it's like, what were you at 21? 22, 23 years old? Like, what were you? Did you just have your entire life together?
Have your shit together.
Exactly. No matter how much money he had, he still had to learn how to be a good human being or a better person. That takes time. A lot of these people, like I said, when you look at Ice Cube, all these other people who have progressed from the gangster life to being business moguls, they became that.
AKA grown,
With
grown
age,
ass men. You
exactly.
know what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't like that
Yeah,
when it was 21, 22. It took that time, and I believe that Tupac would have had that same time. You would have seen the same change out of him. You know what I'm saying? You would have seen the same
yeah. He
thing.
died
Exactly.
early.
We didn't get a chance to fully see what he would have become and what he really could have done for his people.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And I remember I told my uncle that when I was like 20, bro, because he said something to me, and I told him, man, I would have loved to see you at 20, since to see if you had all your shit together.
Exactly.
Like, you so hard on me. You know what I'm saying? I would
Exactly.
love to go back in time and see you at 20, see if you had shit figured out.
Exactly.
It's not fair. And when I told him that, he was like, you know what? I can't even get mad at you for saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
So
sometimes it
yeah,
take
bro.
for you to tell people that because they don't realize what they're doing. They don't realize they being the grumpy older person or whatever it is until you tell them, like, you know what, damn it, you right. You right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how it be though, for sure, for sure.
yeah. But bro, what I was about to say, my
Oh no,
bad.
you good, bro.
I lost track. But yeah, he the first time I think everybody heard him was when he was in Digital Underground.
What is that? I don't know much
Uh,
about that.
did you know the Humpty dance?
Humpty dance, Humpty dance.
Yeah, Humpty, the dude with
The big
the
nose.
nose, the fake nose,
My
and the
name was
glass.
Humpty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was he was a roadie with them. He started off, I'm saying, carrying luggage, being on the road with them,
yeah.
doing being background dancers, and you know what I'm saying, and the
Hold on,
after
he was a background
on the
dancer.
road. Yeah, he was a Humpty dancer.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
you can Google it. Look, you can find there's videos and
Oh
pictures of
bro,
him being a
I
Humpty
definitely
dancer.
plan
Yeah,
to. I'm about to put it in my notes. I did not.
yeah,
My boy
yeah.
was
He was
out
a
here
Humpty dancer. That's what he
dancing.
started off with.
Okay.
But allegedly, at the after parties and shit, he would go get on the mic and freestyle and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And I think he always knew what he was doing. I think he knew he was just paying dues. Like, cause you know what I'm saying, he wasn't getting paid that much being on the road, being a Humpty dancer, carrying luggage, paying your
Yeah.
dues. So, but like I said, at the after parties, he would get on the mic and kill it. And that started in every city they hit. And I guess word started getting around, like, man, the Tupac can
Yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying? And I think he shot Juice first before his first album came
Oh,
out.
so he started with the movie
And
before his music really blew up.
I'm not sure,
I
y'all.
think
You know
I
what I'm
do
saying? I'm
remember
not
something like
looking
that
at.
though. Hearing something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what came out first, Juice or his first album. I think his Juice came
I
out
think I remember
first.
hearing people
You
talk
know what I'm
about
saying?
people that filmed the movie with him. Of course, they talk about every time they brought up like, yeah, with Tupac back, but Tupac wasn't Tupac back then. So I feel like they had to be before his music
Yeah,
really
yeah,
made some noise. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And his first album, Tupacalypse
Yeah.
Now, came out in 91. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's the album with Brenda's Got a Baby.
Brenda's
Well,
got. Hey, that's my jam,
yeah,
baby. What
yeah.
else is on that album?
I forgot. I can't think, bro. I'm not that. To me, honestly, personally, that's not one of my favorite Tupac albums. So that's the album I listen to the
I
least.
don't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not my favorite Tupac album. So I don't know too many songs off that album, and that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's
I mean,
me
and
being
my
ignorant
thing is,
towards his first album.
I be hearing a lot of songs and knowing a lot of songs, but I just don't technically know what
What
yeah,
album?
like what album it came off of. You know what I'm saying? I just heard it because I didn't know that Brenda Got a Baby came off of. I wouldn't have known that.
His
Yeah,
very
I wouldn't
first
have known that.
album.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I definitely thought it was something
Yeah.
later.
Nah, his album, his next 3 albums, I'm like, I know him, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you what song came from which album, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But his first album I didn't listen to like that.
yeah.
I'm keeping
I'm
it
looking at
real,
a list of it
y'all.
right now,
You
bro.
know.
And Brenda's Got a Baby is the only song that I know.
Right. And like we always say, y'all, this is just our opinion on stuff. We're not saying what we say is
Yeah,
law. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has
I
their
didn't say that
opinion.
I was a Tupac stan. I am a
Yeah.
fan. I like his music. I like his
Yeah,
represented.
I'm a
But
hard fan too.
I don't
Yeah.
know everything about Tupac.
Yeah.
I didn't know his middle name until
But
Jamar said it.
oh.
Well, I think that's why I said Tupac Shakur. I skipped all that.
Nah, I mean, like I said, bro, but we like people that we still learning stuff
Yeah,
too. You know what I'm saying? It seems like stuff come out about something new come out about Tupac every day
most
almost.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So how and then it goes to show you a person who only lived 25 years, how did they get all this in?
Live.
You know what I'm saying? In these 25
My
years,
bad, bro. I think y'all. But
it's
yeah, like
no,
25
you good.
years, and yet you live so much life in that short amount of
Yeah,
time, bro. That
yeah,
short amount of time,
for
with
real.
so much life.
Yeah, bro, and bro, but another reason, bro. Like I think another reason why he started the flip is because he had so many encounters with police, bro. He was attacked by police in Oakland, and you know what I'm saying for
Yeah,
jaywalking. That's you ever seen a video of him talking about how my face was put into the gutter for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I was walking in down the street in Oakland, and the cops just harassed me, beat me down. You know what I'm saying? Like I got taken to jail
The
for that.
officer stopped
That
me on the
was
sidewalk and asked to see my ID. They sweated me about my name. The officers said, "You have to learn your place." They were charging me with jaywalking, so I was riffing, arguing about why would they charge me with such a petty crime. So I kept yelling, asking them to give me my citation and let me go about my business. Next thing I know, my face was being buried into the concrete and I was laying face down in the gutter, waking up from being unconscious in cuffs with blood on my face, and I'm going to jail for resisting arrest. That's harassment to me, that I have to be stopped in the middle of the street and checked, like we're in South Africa, and asked for my ID. Officer Boyvik repeatedly slammed my face into the floor while Rogers put the cuffs on me. That's not called
the
for.
first I say first main encounter he had
yeah.
with cops, and
First,
I think that
yeah.
triggered something,
And,
bro, because he
and
had a
that's what I
lot of
thought.
problems with
To go
cops.
back on what we was talking about earlier about him being in the School of Arts. I always find it strange how people assume that because he went to a school like that, that he wasn't built the way, like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like, okay, he went to School of Arts. He wasn't no gangster. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. It's like,
Yeah,
what makes
yeah,
you think because he
yeah.
went to a School of Arts mean that he ain't about what he say he about? It's like, do I literally have to
Man,
be
they,
from
they
this?
they killed
I
me
think
with that.
that's foolish. Like, I gotta literally.
That
It's like, bro,
stereotype.
me personally, I'm not from the hood or anything like that. And like I said, I've never even shot a gun. But if you were to come to my house and cause my family harm, I wouldn't want, or even try to call my family harm, I wouldn't want you to think that I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to do something for the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time. So just because I ain't shot a nigga before, don't mean that you won't be the first one to get shot. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
yeah.
it's crazy to think that because he did this or he did that means that he's incapable of being a gangster or being a thug or not being scared of niggas. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's crazy.
And I think that what irritated a lot of rappers, I say, about him was everybody knew he was born
Yeah,
in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So they was like a lot of rappers in the '90s was like West Coast nigga. You know what I'm saying? You was born in Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And then
So
you
that irritated a lot of New York rappers too.
and honestly, bro, it would irritate me too. It's like nigga,
Yeah,
cause like
it
bro, you
would.
from up
It
the
would.
street. What are you talking about West Side? And if I live on the West Coast
Yeah.
and you getting more credit as a West Coast rapper than I am, and I'm actually from here, I will feel some type of way too. I recently had watched some on YouTube. I, this is allegedly because people be talking about the side of their neck, and I can't remember who the person was who said
Yeah.
it, but they were speaking on even they were saying that Snoop Dogg was jealous. And I said Snoop Dogg. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all heard me? Y'all heard me say Snoop Dogg?
What?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Um,
Ah, damn. Well, that's going on a
Snoop
t-shirt,
Dogg.
boy. Smooth pop.
Hey, that's gonna be my new rap name, nigga. They say that Snoop Dogg was jealous of Tupac. Maybe not of him personally, but about of his treatment once he got to death row.
All the
Yeah,
power we
how
got.
well he was
Yeah.
taken care of. Even though they claim that no, when Tupac got there, that Snoop Dogg wasn't treated any differently. Yeah, he wasn't the main priority anymore, but they say anything that Tupac got, Snoop Dogg got. That's what they say. But of course, people like to, and I don't give a damn. People like to not speak bad on Suge, so they want to lift Suge up. Suge
Niggas scared. Niggas still scared of
still
Suge
scared
Knight to
of him,
this day.
and I'm letting you
Yeah.
know right now, nigga, I ain't scared of you, cuz.
Hey, Suge, that nigga said that, bro. That nigga said that. Hey,
Hey,
Suge, shout out to Suge, man. One of the OGs, bro. He uh he helped he helped the industry,
oh
bro. Like
yeah,
it's a big reason for if it wasn't for him, I don't think Bad Boy would exist.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying? In a way,
despite what people
because
think,
yeah,
he did have take away all the street stuff and all that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had a big influence on what the music industry is now and what it was back then. 'Cause like you're saying, with Bad Boy, it's like, would they have been that great if they didn't have Death Row and
yeah,
Shook?
yeah. Death Row made the
Yes,
blueprint. You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Whether or not they
Yeah,
agreed or did
bro.
everything like Death Row, at least either you seen through them what steps you should take and what steps you shouldn't take. What you should do for your artist and what you
Yeah,
shouldn't do for you. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what people may think, it damn sure helped a lot of people. A lot of people.
yeah. Well, okay, bro. But all right, let's get to this. And like I said, everybody, all of this is allegedly, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying this is facts. Tupac and
Oh
women, bro.
yeah. Man, these big facts,
Tupac
nigga.
and women.
What you talking about?
Allegedly, allegedly.
Well, look.
But I hope y'all forgive us, bro, because we gonna Tupac is so iconic, bro. We kind of gonna jump all
Yeah.
over the place a little bit, but so please bear with us. But yeah, bro. Tupac and Jada relationship. How you feel about that?
Oh, in what context do you mean? Like, I'm saying,
Just
what do you mean?
period.
Like, how do
Yeah, just
I feel
period.
about it?
What kind
Oh, I
of
think they
relationship
happy
you thought
was.
it was? Was
Oh,
it
with them
what
two, man. Based on what, like, this came out of Will Smith's mouth. You know, him speaking on the way that
the Breakfast Club?
I think that's what he was on. I don't know what the hell who he's talking to. I just mean him talking about the
Yeah,
love that he knew Jada had for him and how she felt like, well, he knew that she could never love him the way that she loved Tupac. Not saying not as much, it was just a different kind of love. You know what I'm saying? A different
type
type
of
of love.
love.
Not
Yeah,
saying she ain't love him just as much. I hope she did. You did marry the nigga, but he knew that she had a special kind of love for Pop. And to me, that kind of love, in my
you know what I'm saying. So
eh,
I don't know, bro, but like, I really do feel like it wouldn't it wouldn't as people try to make it seem like it was a
I feel
sexual
like it was
relationship,
much
bro.
deeper
Like
than what
you,
that would be.
yeah, I think so too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell by how she
Exactly.
talk about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. But that Tupac, man, like, but we're gonna go back to his early years, bro. He was with Digital Underground. He started off with them. He did his first album. He did Juice, then he did his first album. Then that's when all the cop issues. He shot he shot the off duty cop in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He almost went to
My thing is,
jail
how do
for
you
that.
almost go to jail for shooting a cop?
This is allegedly what happened, bro. He was in Atlanta. He was performing at a black college in Atlanta. They were driving down the street. He saw two white guys harassing this black man. You know what I'm saying? So Tupac being who he was, he got out of the limo. I guess he was like, "Hey man, what y'all doing?" And the two white dudes was drunk. They were drunk, and they put out a gun on Pac. So Pac went back to the car and grabbed his gun. And when they seen him grab his gun, they took off running, and Pac ended up shooting
Oh
one of
yeah.
them.
Well, that would make
Allegedly,
sense why
you
you
know
would
what I'm
get off
saying?
on
So
something like that. If you could prove that's how the story happened,
yeah,
then
because
it makes, yeah.
they was crooked cops, and they had took the gun they had from an evidence room.
Oh
You know
damn.
what I'm saying? So I think that helped.
Yeah, help make
I
his
think that
case
helped
to where
too.
he was good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he had a lot of issues with the cops, man. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so, because the type of person he is, the type of personality he has, bro. Him and cops
Hell
don't
no.
mix. Like they just don't.
When you don't,
You
take
know.
well to certain type of authority, how could you mix well? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you go into it,
Yeah.
you already know how the cops coming. And like you said before, he had already had his couple encounters that made him already not want to deal with cops, made you not trust them. Because if I'm
Yeah. He
somebody
don't
and I
trust
didn't
them.
do
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, and then you handle me like that, from that moment on, I don't want nothing to deal with you, nothing to do with you. Because if I know for a fact
Yeah.
I ain't out here doing nothing, and you just making something out of nothing for no reason, it's like, yeah, at this moment in my mind, all y'all the same until proven otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't rock with it either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's interesting
And
though.
all right,
I never knew that story.
little
I never knew
time.
that story.
Bro, he
That's
got
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying, bro.
stories,
They
bro.
go back to what we were saying, being that young but having so many stories.
Yeah, his second album, Strictly for My Niggas, dropped in '93, February of '93, and that's the album I think everybody's know. Like that's the Keep Your Head Up. That's the Keep Your Head Up. What else on I Get Around?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the album I think people really start. I think that's the album when he really started taking off. You know what I'm saying?
You said called Strictly for My Niggas.
Strictly for My Niggas. Yeah.
Holla if you hear me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the ones that I know for sure. Oh, Keep Your Head Up. Strictly for My Niggas. I Get Around. Papa's Song. I Get Around was a jam, bro.
Yeah, it is. And one of my favorite songs on there is Represent 93. That's one of my personal
Represent
favorites.
93. I can't even think.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that one is, to be honest. Like, I don't know what song that is. What's some of the words on there?
It's hard, bro, because he's shouting out all the rappers around that time.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think he did a video for it. It's not a mainstream like song, but it's a song on that album called Represent 93.
I gotta check it out. I'm looking at it right now on YouTube. I'm gonna check this out when we get off here.
And Soldier's Revenge is one of my favorites off that album too. That one go hard.
You know some of that one?
That's one of the songs you need to listen to.
God,
no.
Man.
I know it,
bro.
Rap,
bro. That's all. I'm trying to bitch.
No, see, you're not gonna get me to do that, bro. So I know I don't know.
No, I don't know nothing words, goddamn.
You better Alexa.
Facts, huh?
Or Siri. What are the lyrics to
Golly, I'm looking at the freaking albums that dropped after he died. That's crazy. So I was looking at the albums that dropped after he died.
About a lot of them, more than when he was alive.
Okay, I'm looking at. They got the Dime, Illuminati. Was that after or before?
That's he recorded that before he died, but it dropped like literally a couple months.
Yeah,
after
say same year.
It dropped in
and then you got Are You Still Down? 1997. Yeah. Still I Rise. 1999. Until the End of Time.
Yeah, that's the song he did with Are You Still Down? Remember that song he did with John B? I think the song is Are You Still Down, but I think it's on that album too.
Because some songs, like I said, I heard, I just didn't know when they actually dropped. Until the End of Time, 2001, Better Days, 2002, Tupac Resurrection, 2003, Loyal to the Gang, 2004. And I think this is like a little mix, but say something about Tupac Live at the House of Blues. I don't know what the hell that is.
That's just like
just put together.
Somebody reached on that one.
Nigga just put a little compilation together. Say this is an album. Nigga, here now.
Tupac Christmas album.
They just put him on a Christmas beat, dog.
Yeah. So, bro, him and Biggie, bro. What you think was the problem,
bro? Man, I feel like initially, I feel like it was a bunch of people in each person's ear. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that incident happened at the studio or whatever, when Pac first got shot, I feel like it's just people putting stuff in his ear. Because in my opinion, do I believe he had anything to do with that? For me, no. I don't. Big, yeah.
Big,
I don't think he had
I don't think Big had
I definitely don't believe he had nothing to do with his actual death. But him just getting shot, I don't think he had nothing to do with that. Because my thing is, how would he know that Tupac was going to show up at the studio? Especially if they didn't plan to meet there.
Yeah, and they just so happened to Pac had to do a song with LaShawn, Big, and Puff, and them.
Exactly.
Just happened to be
so my thing is, how could I set you up when
saying?
I didn't even know you was gonna be here? I ain't that damn fat. Ooh, he here, y'all. Like, come on now. To I set you up before you even get upstairs. I'm not that quick.
I don't believe, like I said, I'm with you on that. I don't believe he had nothing to do with that either. Now he was hanging with some dudes, allegedly Haitian Jack. and some gangsta ass niggas in New York, bro. And like all I've heard about Haitian Jack is that he a gangster
Yeah.
for real, bro. And he was hanging
Who was
around them niggas,
Pop?
you know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Pac, yeah. He was hanging around with them niggas. And I think them niggas had something to do with it. You know what I'm
Allegedly,
saying?
yeah. I had to do
Allegedly.
my
I
research. I
don't,
don't really know too
yeah.
much about. You said name Haitian Jack. Yeah,
Haitian Jack,
like the
yeah,
name
yeah. I'm
sound
telling you, bro.
familiar, but I just don't know what I've heard it from. And then to go even
Yeah.
deeper, I feel like after that, like I said, I feel like people was in both of their ears so much that it pushed them to do certain
And
things.
they both
Both
was
young as hell,
young, bro.
even though they both men. No, I don't care who you are. Every man could be influenced, some kind of way. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And I feel like with the people in their ear, and then the incidents that may have transpired after that. Like I know the song "Who Shot You." Yeah,
Who shot you? Bad
terrible
timing.
timing because if they are telling
Bad
the
timing.
truth and that song had been recorded way beforehand, because that's the only thing I'm not too sure how much I believe that song had been recorded because that's very coincidental.
But no, what I heard, bro, this is what I've heard allegedly. Originally, that song was a Mary J. Blige song, and Big would just own it. But they was like, man, this song
Oh,
too
yep, I
hard for a
have heard
Mary
that
J.
before.
Blige
Yep, yep,
song.
yep.
So Big, I guess they just gave it to Big, and Big just
Yeah,
did the
but like
whole
you said,
song.
bad timing.
But I think the timing
Bad.
was horrible, bro. And it didn't help because I don't think allegedly I don't think they would
Exactly.
see Pac
So my thing,
record it
imagine
like
if
at
okay, you
all
didn't come see me in jail. I got shot at your studio or wherever where you was recording, and then your song come out
in New
saying
York.
who
Yeah,
shot you, and it sounds like a diss record. It sounds like a bunch of subliminals throughout the song. You know what I'm saying? So if people are
yeah,
already in my ear, and then I hear this, I might think that okay, yeah, you had something to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not in your right mind. Like I said, everybody in your ear telling you it's him, it's him, it's him, and then that song drop. And the only thing that did was make him respond with the damn song. Man, I can't remember the title right now. Hit him up, thank you.
hit them
Where
up.
he mentions Faith Evans and
And
all
then,
that.
bro, on top of that, you in jail, you isolated. It's just you and your
Exactly.
thoughts,
And
bro.
you already know how that
You know
go.
what I'm
Being in the
saying?
quiet space or being alone, period,
Yeah,
with your thoughts, that's one of the most dangerous things ever.
yeah,
And like I
yeah.
said, with that song, with the Faith Evans thing, side note, what you think about that?
I think, like I said, like you
No, no,
said,
I
bad
mean,
timing.
what do you think about
I don't.
whether or not it really happened between Tupac and Faith Evans?
I don't think alleged. I feel that he did hit, bro. But this is the thing. I don't think I think she's gonna take
Oh
this shit
yeah,
to her grave. She is
you'll
never gonna admit
yeah,
that.
that can be
She's never gonna
one
admit
of
it.
them things that's just for the mind to wonder. Either you could say she did or you say she didn't. Either
Yup.
way, it'll never be confirmed.
You'll never know.
Because
It's between
bro,
her and
it's like at
God.
this
You know
point,
what I'm
you've
saying?
waited so long. If you tell the truth now, man, you'll never hear the end of it. She'll never hear the end of it. So it's
For
like,
real.
yeah, it's better for you to take it to your grave. You know what I'm saying? But just based off the stuff that I've heard, interviews and whatnot, it's this one guy, man, I can't remember his name at all, and I'll leave his name out of it anyway, even though he is on YouTube speaking on it. But it's just when he was speaking on the situation, his details and his memory was just too on point for me to think it was a lie,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if this is a situation that had nothing to do with him. But unless he's just the best liar in the whole damn world, it was too detailed for me to just assume that it was a lie. So for me, I definitely believe it happened. I'm with you on that. I think it happened, but I definitely think she's gonna take it to her
Yeah.
grave. Hell
Yeah,
nah,
she ain't gonna never admit
hell
it.
nah. Because
Allegedly.
the
You know
dude
what
also
I'm saying?
said that allegedly, that's how Suge and Tupac was. Like they would definitely sleep with your woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then Pac read a lot of books, so Pac
Yeah.
believed in the art of war. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing, bro. Honestly, it would if they both wouldn't have died, it wasn't nothing Big could have done to
Mm-mm.
match that, bro. It's nothing like dog, like that shit. That to a man, bro. man, bro, that shit, that nigga Big probably
Hell
wanted
yeah,
to
he
fight,
wanted
son.
to. To me, you got to want
Yeah.
to. Because, like I said, even though despite all the stuff that he
Yeah.
might have done towards her as far as cheating, it's different when uh it's the shoes on the other foot and then it's with a nigga that you know. And now it's a nigga that you beefing with. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you beef with a
Yeah.
nigga and he can literally say that he slept with your woman while y'all was together. It's like, damn, nigga, how I'm
Yeah.
supposed to one up that? You know what I'm saying? You can't just go back and sleep with his.
And I heard that allegedly he wanted Lil Kim first, but he knew that Lil Kim was too loyal to Big. You know what I'm saying? So he probably like, man,
Yeah,
I
so he just
can't
left
crack her.
that
You know what I'm
alone. Yeah,
saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But bro, and like I said, bro, I don't how Pac got killed, bro. This is how Pac died. In my opinion, bro, they got a bunch of theories, conspiracy theories out there, and
yeah,
it's fun. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Pac still
yeah,
alive in Cuba, that's fun. But honestly, bro, I think sometimes Darion, bro, the simplest answer
yeah.
be the right one. Meaning the
hmm
Orlando Anderson, bro.
What's his name?
The
Baby
crib they
Lane.
jumped in the
Yep.
casino. Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. Everything I've ever heard about him from anybody, even people out from the death row camp, man, the
Yeah.
little dude is a gangster, bro. Like that's all I've ever heard. Like he about his business, bro. He a little gangster,
hmm
bro. He a little killer, bro. And in my honest opinion, I just think Pac put his hands and
That's
feet on
bro.
the
That's
wrong
exactly
nigga.
in my. I'm not saying this was, but I totally agree with you in the
Yeah,
sense of that's why I
allegedly.
say
You
I
know what I'm
feel like
saying?
the when you reach a point of feeling untouchable, that's when it can become very dangerous. Because
Yeah.
my thing is, y'all did that to little buddy, and in your mind, you thought it was okay. Like I'm Tupac. I even heard in a video the other day where Tupac was saying that he really thought that his people would never hurt him. He felt like he was their Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt like
And he
yeah, but
was. He
he
really
forgot
was.
that exactly.
But man, they
He
killed
forgot he
Jesus too.
forgot to mention that part.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
are you forgetting that Jesus people did hurt him? They killed him. So my thing is to feel like
yeah.
that. I feel like you thought you were even more untouchable than Jesus himself. And that
Yeah.
becomes very dangerous because you messing with a nigga that you know, and the people in your camp know. I don't care
About
how
his
young the dude
business.
was, y'all know that he wasn't to be played with. So yeah, exactly. So y'all
He was a
jumped the
young
little
hitter.
dude.
Yeah.
Even like I said, I watched this was an interview I watched of Kenya Ware. And I'm saying the name because it's on YouTube, it's public information. You can easily go find it yourself. Uh
Yes.
the
Shout
art
out
of
to the
dialogue.
art of dialogue too, bro.
Love it, love
We
it.
love your
That's where
channel,
I'm getting
bro.
most of my information
Yeah.
from. Uh, but
Yeah.
on there, she speaks on the art of dialogue. She speaks on the fact of seeing him after the fight. I think in the hotel, and she said because she said she seen him fumbling with his chain. I guess the chain that got broken in the fight or whatever. But she said whatever. Whenever he went upstairs to change, he came down in his outfit that we know he got killed in Jersey. Um, her first thing was to ask him why he wasn't wearing his vest. And
And he
and
said it
you
was
know,
too
in her
hot.
mind, she already knew,
Yeah.
like, of course, he wasn't gonna wear a vest with a jersey. But in her mind, she felt like, okay, if what just went down, you should know that you can't be moving like that. But back to the feeling untouchable thing, he felt, according to her, uh, he felt that they was going to their place. They going to their club. I forgot what the name of the club was. Thank you. I'm about to say some damn numbers.
662 Club
But
662.
they go to the club. He feel like, okay, this is our spot. Ain't nobody gonna mess with us at our spot. But it's like he wasn't counting on the fact that he possibly may never make it to their spot. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of street and space before you even get to that club. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say, in
Yeah,
fact, he
yeah.
never made it there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. And Keefe D, Baby Lane uncle said, man, if Tupac wasn't hanging out the sunroof, you know what I'm saying? Because fans was like, Tupac,
oh,
they
see, I
never
never
would have
knew he was
saw him.
hanging out no sunroof. I thought they really caught him.
Yeah, I mean, because you see Tupac and Suge driving down the street in Vegas.
Yeah,
fans, it's Vegas, bro. Fans like Tupac should. So I guess he was hanging out the sunroof, you know what I'm saying, being Tupac. And he say, man, if he wasn't doing that, they never would have saw. They never would have saw.
Like I said, I didn't even know he did that, but it's just, to me, it's just the fact that, bro, if y'all know y'all messing with this nigga, and then it was only y'all two in the car, which is already weird to me, because it's like, where's the security? Like, why would your security be in the car with you? At least one person. Because if you Tupac, you chilling, Suge driving, wouldn't you want somebody in the car prepared for if something happens to be able to protect y'all? But it goes to the untouchable factor. And even before that, I'm gonna say allegedly with this one because I can't even remember who said it, but I did hear on something. I'm not sure if it was the Art of Dialogue or not. It might have been something else I watched where they were speaking on the fact that Tupac didn't even want to go out there in the first place. Did you hear something about that? That he didn't even want to go to the fight? He didn't want to go to the fight.
Yeah, he didn't even want to go to the fight.
He already had some family matters going on. And him and Suge had already got into it prior to all this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already assuming that he already felt. I'm not saying that it was a setup or anything like that, but he felt funny about it, regardless of why he felt funny. He felt funny about it enough to not really want to go. And this is a sidetrack. For me, I feel like people got to take heed to that feeling more often of the fact of when you feel like somebody moving in front of you feel like something just ain't right. To me, son, you just gotta believe in your gut. You know what I'm saying? Go with your gut and hope that you were wrong in the first place. But a lot of times, going with your gut is gonna protect you because the fact of the matter, if he would just went with his gut, be like, nah, I ain't going. Exactly.
I'm gonna fall
Tupac
back.
wouldn't have died that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. He had I think a lot more than one person wanted him dead. All we saying is
that's what I'm saying.
That
night.
That
I can't speak on any other night. I don't know how many people he had beef with. That's just the one that we all know about now. You know what I'm saying? And even back to Baby Lane. That's why I thought it was funny. Well, not funny. I don't mean funny. Not ha funny, guys. I mean weird. The fact that you mess with y'all did this to a gangster nigga, and to me, although Tupac may not know the dynamics of how deep this stuff is as far as in the gang culture, Suge and them did know. So for me, y'all should know, especially in Cali, as far as if I'm a gangster and people in the hood find out that I let these niggas jump me and get away with it, what that would do to my name. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that a man will do behind his name. They will kill and die behind their name. So exactly. So for y'all to do that and then think that y'all were good. The same night? Like, nigga, if I just did that to somebody, bro, I'm not moving by myself that night.
What's crazy
I might not move at all. I'm in the hotel all night. Exactly. If y'all want to party, y'all come over here. Some girls, y'all come to my crib, or my hotel. You know what I'm saying? It's not even being scary, bro. It's being smart. It's being smart.
Smart, yeah. And to Compton police, they said, man, and for him to get in the Crips, he had to shoot at them. And even the cops said, bro, like they interviewed these cops like a year or two ago. They were like, man, that little dude was, you know what I'm saying? Baby Lane wasn't nobody to play with.
He died like age 23 or something like that.
He died. He died like 2 years later.
I'm thinking like he was on like 20. I'm thinking he was on like 23 years old when he died, bro.
Yeah. So that means he was probably what? When him and Pac and them, that means he was like 20, 21. Young, bro. That's what I'm saying. And to this day, bro, in my opinion, allegedly, Suge know who killed Pac, but he ain't gonna never say it. He not, bro. He gonna take it to his grave. Man, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure Suge looked directly in the car. But Suge, bro, you know the streets live by a code, bro. You know what I'm saying? Suge ain't never say who killed Pac.
The world knows at this point. You know what I'm saying? At least the West Coast. You know, because that's the way I learned my stuff. Because the people in the West Coast claim, everybody in the West already knew. But thing in the West is they also knew the code. They all knew what happened prior to that. They know he ain't just do it for no reason.
But Tupac's family and Big's family, they both know who killed their sons. But they not gonna sit around talking about it, especially because Big Mom's still alive. You know what I'm saying? And Faith not gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? His son, big son and his big daughter not gonna talk about it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Why would they?
Yeah,
I,
ain't
I
no
feel
point
it. You
even
know, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's painful. That's the
Ain't no
past.
point even digging too deep in something
You
that
know
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
fix. You know what I'm saying? It's over with.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, even I know way less about
But Pac,
Biggie's as far as his murder. You know,
his is just as confusing, bro. It's just as confusing.
yeah.
It's both connected, I think, but it's just as confusing, bro, because a lot of it I feel like was retaliation
Oh
for
yeah,
Tupac. But in my opinion, he didn't do nothing to he didn't get Tupac killed, but people
exactly.
gonna
Because
see it that way
the
and
outside
retaliate.
people
You
who
know what I'm
didn't,
saying?
the outside people who didn't
It's a
know the
bunch of
ins and
stuff.
out of everything, in your mind, the first time that Tupac got shot was on Biggie. So for them to be beefing this whole time, and then all of a sudden for it to
Yeah,
happen,
yeah,
and then a little while later, all of a sudden Biggie coming out here to L.A. like you didn't even get no time in between. You
yeah,
just come out to L.A. To me, well, to them, I'm not from LA. It may have came off, okay, now you trying to rub it in our face. Like nigga, you had our boy killed, and now you just out here parlaying. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't believe that he
yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's
believe that he
facts.
did, but obviously that I was a kid when it happened. Uh, I don't believe that he did, but if I was a nigga out there during that time, maybe my mindset would have been different and I might have been on the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm from here, I'm already emotional about
Facts.
losing, um, losing Tupac. And then
Tupac.
if I'm one of those people who subscribe to the narrative of you being the person who had him shot, it may not be so far fetched for me to believe that you actually had him killed and now you here to brag about it. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm like you said, I might
Yeah.
retaliate.
But yeah, man, he got killed in Vegas
Hmm.
after Tyson fight. The cop that pulled up to the scene said his last two words
Oh
was
damn.
"fuck you," and then he just passed out. Yeah, like because the cop was pulling up to the car, the scene, and the cop said he asked Pac what happened, and Pac had just enough air to say "fuck you,"
See,
and then he just slipped
and
out of
that's just
consciousness. That's the last
that's
two words he
how
said.
niggas back in the day. Yeah, used to try to
He
keep the
don't trust
code and everything. Like
cops.
nigga, nah, I'm not helping you
You know,
figure out solve my murder.
and then and then he don't like I say,
Period.
Pac just
Like
don't
what you gonna
trust
do with the
cops.
information
You
once
know
I
what I'm
tell
saying?
you? You know what I'm saying? That's probably the type of feelings he had about it. I heard that even that they at first were saying that he was gonna be all right. You heard that before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were
I
saying
heard, and
he was
Suge
gonna be.
said that too. Man, he was in the hospital
Yeah,
fighting
but
for his
see,
life for
but
about a
that's what
week, bro. Like he lost a
that's what
lung collapse. He
makes
lost
it
a
seem
finger. He
weird to me
lost a
that everybody's
finger.
saying he gonna be all right. How you gonna say a man that's fighting for his life is gonna be all
Yeah,
right? We don't know that. Y'all make y'all
yeah. He
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
they had surgery. Yeah, he lost a finger, bro. One of
Damn.
his fingers got shot off. Yeah, bro. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying. He was in the hospital fighting for about a week, but then I guess his mother decided to
Oh, to
take
take
him
him
off
off.
life support. You know what I'm saying. That was his mother made. Yeah, because she was tired of seeing him fight. You know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
she decided to let him go. You know what I'm saying. And I'm pretty sure we was young. I'm pretty sure that was a sad day, week. My uncle told me they was playing
Oh,
Tupac on the
whenever
radio
it
all
was
day,
actually announced
all
that he was
day
dead, yeah.
when he died.
Cause that's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. Cause
yeah,
that's like just to relate it for me personally, to like I said when I was older, but that's kind of how it was for me whenever Nipsey had died. You know what I'm saying? They obviously they didn't play
yeah,
him all day
yeah,
on the radio, but it's like that certain kind of hurt that it brings to you when you hear that type of artist. And despite people may think, I know Nipsey didn't have that much music. I'm not saying he was a legend musically, but as a person and what he stood for, I supported it all the way. So for me, he at least was a legend in the making. So when he died, it definitely hurt. So I can only imagine what the people felt when they lost Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine.
yeah, bro. It was painful, but yeah, man, Pac, bro, revolutionary. R.I.P. Shout out to
Yeah,
Tupac
man. And
Shakur, man. He
that's
like his legend
crazy
would
that
literally never
we've
die.
been
You know what
pretty
I'm
much
saying?
recording for about an hour, and we've only hit like a little tiny crumb of this man's life
Yeah,
and what he's done.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, like y'all, it's gonna be more Tupac episodes to come in the future. Like we Tupac, you can't just sum Tupac up in one episode. You just can't. So y'all, it's gonna be a lot
This was
of
more.
it's gonna be
I would
more
say this
Tupac
more so
episodes to
was
come
a
later in the future.
summary and an episode more about personal opinions on certain things. So yeah, we definitely have more room to be
Yeah,
specific later down the line. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and we're gonna let y'all
Yeah,
vote. We're gonna do some polls throughout this series, of this podcast, to let us know
yeah,
what episodes y'all want next and
exactly.
what type of
Oh, like I
Tupac
said, we
episodes
want
y'all
y'all to
want
be as
next.
we want y'all
And
to be
so
as involved
we just
as
getting started.
possible. If you're listening to us on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, leave comments as far as
Facts.
like Jamar just spoke on, what y'all want to hear in the future, because we definitely are going to take in consideration what
Yeah.
the people want. You know what I'm saying? We're not selfish. Like y'all say some off the wall stuff. Like don't come on here and talk about you want to hear about the 6ix9ine story. That nigga's not 80s, 90s, or 2000s. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just stay on
Don't be out off the
topic.
wall. Don't, you
That's
know what I'm
all we
saying?
ask.
You see the title. You see the title, y'all. I would
Yeah.
like to think that everyone who's listening right now is highly educated. Um, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we here
Yo,
to listen, man. What's up,
so
bro?
Darion. So man, what else
Uh,
you got going on, bro?
man.
What other projects you got
Hopefully y'all
going on?
listened last week, because ain't a damn thing changed since then. I got past the holidays, my birthday over with. Uh, man, I go back to school January 11th. I'm trying to finish up, get this degree. Um, you know,
Yes, sir. What
uh,
projects you got? What other
the only thing I
projects you
got,
got going
y'all,
on?
is y'all can support me by subscribing to my personal YouTube channel, Any and Every. To find me, you go to YouTube, you type in Any space, the and sign space, and Every. And you should definitely find me with ease. I consider myself a very entertaining and funny person. And hopefully, and hopefully y'all do too. And actually, we'll put the links in the description of this video, as well as the Instagrams for y'all to go follow. If y'all could, please, if y'all aren't already following the 80s, 90s, and 2000 vibes Instagram page, we would definitely appreciate that. When I tell y'all the stuff that we speak on this page, you're getting the visuals of that. And I know if y'all like me, y'all very visual people. And you like to see those videos and hear that music, and it brings you back, even though I'm only 27. But for you older folk, it would bring y'all back to the good old times. So y'all go check that out, man. But
Yeah,
that's all I
yeah.
got, brother.
And also, man, we for like he said, follow 80s90sand00svibes vibes on Instagram. Follow us also
Yeah,
on TikTok.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? We getting that popping. You can follow us. You can like the page on Facebook. We on Twitter.
Everywhere, you heard?
Follow us on
Everywhere.
all social media platforms.
Everywhere.
We on everything, bro. And yo, we thank y'all for tuning in to episode 1 of Tupac Shakur.
Yes,
More
sir.
Tupac episodes to come.
Here.
And man, we out of here.